Hey guys, so we are going to go through right now how to flip this into your web map so that you can also start working on things and adjusting what they look like in your ArcOnline. So with ArcOnline, what you'll notice is that you have all of these different, so you would have clicked on the link and you should be able to see something that looks like this. The very first thing you're going to do is you're going to head over into save and you're going to save as. This is going to provide you with a local copy to your site. So you can do this with many different web maps, and oftentimes you'll be able to then adjust what the layers look like and all those sorts of things. And so that's the first thing that we're going to do. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to create a local copy of this, and I'm going to change this to say that this is the Maps and Graphing Laboratory. Right, so if you want to add tags and a summary and all that jazz, you most certainly can. Then you're going to hit save. What you'll notice then is at the top, you should now have your own. This should pop up green and everything should now be fine. So in terms of the data, the things that you have are the biodiversity, right? So you should have biodiversity in the tropical dry forest. You should have the species count. These are the nice little polygons in this case of the tropical broadleaf dry forest, and the species count, right? So this is the polygons. This is also the polygons. They have the same color scheme and breakdown of the tropical and subtropical grasslands, shrublands, and savannas. So in this data, this is a group of point layers here that I can turn on and off. This one is the polygons for part of the world. This is for the other part of the world. Combined, this represents the tropical dry forest. This is a specific biome that exists that's split between these two categories. And so with this, what you can do is you can hit it so that it pops up with what it currently looks like. And so what you'll notice is that species count is what this one is being done by, as is this one. Now, we already talked in class that there's some issues with doing the direct species count or doing direct counts for cartographic things. So what you're probably going to want to do is open up this show table, and that's going to pop up with all of the different things for that you could potentially do this by, that you could change things into. So you have species count, you have the percent of protected areas, you have the potential areas for the forest, you have the current forest areas, you have just the total protected areas in these biomes, you have what realm they're in. This is geographic realm. So you'll have things like the Neotropics and the Arctic, Eurasia, the Indo-Malayan, which is over in Asia, you have Oceania. So you have a variety of those. The eco name is going to be what this is actually called. So for example, this one is called the Central Deccan Plateau, dry deciduous forest that is over in India, right? So if I click on these, they highlight them in the map. And so these are the same for both of the species count for the polygons. So for the tropical broadleaf dry forest and for the tropical and subtropical grasslands, shrublands, and savannas. If you go into the point layer, you have a couple of different things. So in this one, you have critically endangered from the IUCN, what species were critically endangered for the ones that you can see on the map, the tropical broadleaf dry forest and the tropical and subtropical grasslands, shrublands, and savannas. You have the endangered and you have the not endangered ones. So right now, the not endangered ones are actually not on the map. If I turn them on, you can see that they encompass a lot more of the data. You're probably not going to want that. Again, we want something that is a little bit less busy. You may not want any of these. You may, it's up to you. So, but those are the things that we have. If we open up this attribute table, what we can see is that this is actually part of the GBIF. So this is the Global Biodiversity Information Facility. These are all of the different species, what species they are, what family. They have who took it, when they took it, how off is the latitude and longitude, all of those sorts of things. Most of this probably is not going to be the thing that is most of use to you, but this is all of the data. So you can peruse this data and see if there's anything that is in fact of interest for you. So those are the data sets that we have. So now that you have a local copy of that, we're going to come back in the next video to talk about the different types of maps, how you can adjust things in ArcOnline, and then also talk a little bit about graphing. So we'll be back soon.